Well, if you have a child starting kindergarten this fall, listen up. We all know starting school can be nerve-wracking. That is why the Children's Museum of the Upstate is offering ways to help first-time students through some pop-up classes. And joining me now is the director of the Children's Museum of the Upstate in Spartanburg, Katie Davis. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. So talk to me maybe for the parents who aren't familiar with your pop-up classrooms. I know this is the second year you're doing it. What can we expect?
So every week we will do a different theme from the profile of the ready kindergartner given to us from the state. So it's just like what we do when we graduate, but made for our kindergartners. We do a social emotional lesson where we talk about our feelings. Then we do some structured play and then some unstructured play. So we can practice transitions, following directions, and moving from step to step while playing with our peers.
Sometimes it seems simple, but I know those are very important lessons to have, and I'm sure the teachers are very grateful come fall when they already have some of these skills learned. Absolutely. How did you come up with this idea?
So I'm a doctoral candidate at Clemson, so all of the things that we get to do at the museum are research-based. Gotcha. We see that our kids need that extra help. When they go into kindergarten and 4K, their teacher is there to help them learn their ABCs and learn their 1, 2, 3s. And we're just helping them get ready for that. And we're making sure that the caregivers know what to expect from their kids in kindergarten.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I know this is your second year. So in the first year, did you see some improvements in students kind of adjusting to the classroom through these workshops?
Absolutely. The best thing to see from the first class to the last class that last week of summer is just how our kids were able to go from one activity to the next and make those decisions themselves.
Yeah.
And then put away their toys without being prompted. So I'm sure that once they got to school, they had to be reminded a little bit, but at least they had practiced it before.
Absolutely.
And we practiced opening our snacks without our teeth. And I know that the teachers really appreciated that comes lunch and snack time.
I'm sure even the parents appreciated that when they came to going back home.
Yes,
well, what are some of the weekly requirements for students?
So it is an 8-week program, and there is an attendance requirement. So you are asked to be there each 8 weeks because space is limited for the program. Yeah. The caregiver has to stay. So it's a 1 hour once a week with the child and the caregiver. The caregiver can change each week. So if one parent wants to bring the next week and maybe a grandparent or a close family friend, we just want to make sure that each child has a parent or a caregiver with them that can help them adjust and practice these things at home, because we do let the kid bring home whatever book we read, plus some activities and the materials for the activities to do before we see them again.
I love that. And I'm sure these classes also help the caregivers. Walk me through how that is.
So the goal for the caregivers is for them to see how we interact with their child, the questions we ask when we're reading, the times that we intervene when maybe a kid's having a little bit of an argument with someone. So when we intervene, when we step back, and when we let them just communicate things themselves.
Yeah, and the good news here, these are free.
These are absolutely free. They are. But there is an application. It is point-based, just because we want to make sure that the kids who need the most help are getting that help. And the applications are due when May 23rd.
Okay, so we got to get on it. We
Yes.
got to apply by May 23rd. It is May 2nd. That blows my mind a little bit that we're in May.
Absolutely.
Really quickly, can you tell me some of the lessons? Because you were saying you taught a lesson that involved food, which was very motivating for me.
Yes, absolutely. So all of our lessons are super fun. So last year we taught how to do multi-step directions, making s'mores, because how else would you do that? We make slime. We we use shaving cream to practice our letters. Let's see. S'mores is definitely the best one.
Oh, I think s'mores, slime, and shaving cream, you hit it.
It's everything a kid loves.
Yeah.
We do like to play how messy can we get.
Okay.
And then we send them home, and the parents and caregivers don't have to worry about the mess.
I say you're playing how messy can we get at the
museum.
At the museum, which is totally
at our place. The things we send home are not messy based.
There we go. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Katie. It sounds like a great time. And if you would like to get your rising kindergartner involved, the pop-up classrooms are happening June 5th through August 4th at the Children's Museum of the Upstate in Spartanburg. They have 1 hour classes, 1 day a week at either 1 p.m. or 3 p.m. Again, it is free, but you do need to register. If you would like to learn more, we have a link on our website. That's foxcarolina.com.
Now